March 20th, 2018. That's when Rare's Sea of Thieves first splashed onto the scene, coming aboard as an Xbox One and PC exclusive. Development on Sea of Thieves began in 2014 when Rare became inspired by games such as DayZ and Rust, whose players were free to interact in a large sandbox of a world. Every time you boot up Sea of Thieves, you'll be given a brand new ship, devoid of all that damage you took trying to fight that brigantine you had no business going up against considering you're only in a sloop. You must choose the size of your ship each time to fit how many players you'll be playing with. Maybe the sloop is the best fit for you and your one friend, or perhaps you've got 4 total and it's time to try out the galleon. Since all the loot and supplies left on board last time are gone, it's important to remember to sell everything before calling it quits this time. Once you're out on the high seas, you never know if a player was a friend or a foe, much like life for a real-life pirate. This might be the primary hook for Sea of Thieves. Sneaking up on another player's vessel before unloading an unholy barrage of cannonballs in order to steal what they might have on board for profit is as engaging today as it was in March 20th, 2018. Somehow, even the simple movement between islands is engaging. There is so much to do between the maintaining of sails, watching for land, steering your ship, and then I mentioned storms, ghost ships, and enemy players that just want to take your booty. Even the mundane to describe is often engaging and somehow fun. Just exploring an island you haven't seen before can bring loads of excitement, and using your map to strike that buried treasure with your shovel never ceases to enthrall. One of Sea of Thieves' stronger aspects is that of teamwork. The more friends you have in your crew, the bigger the ship you need. The bigger the ship, the more there is to do just to maintain your ship. After taking a cannon to the side, you'll need someone below deck bailing out the water while someone else patches the hole. And don't forget, someone else needs to steer the boat and someone better be returning fire. None of this is done automatically. This near constant management turns so-called downtime into engaging team building time. Don't worry though, the game isn't just undirected exploration. You can stop at any outpost to pick up a voyage or quest that requires you to carry out a particular goal in exchange for gold. You may need to travel to an island and dig up treasure, or take care of the ghostly skeleton of a fallen dastardly captain. Once you're done, you'll bring that treasure or the captain's skull to the outpost to complete your mission. You can wind up with several voyages worth of booty on board at any given time, much of which glows brightly, making you all the better a target for other players' harassment. Better get that cargo sold before you draw too much unwanted attention. There are even tall tales which you stumble across when talking to NPCs in the world, which might require you to travel to multiple islands and solve puzzles or riddles. Doing all this will increase your reputation with 5 different companies, which unlocks more difficult voyages down the line. Of course, these more difficult voyages will reward you with higher payouts. In the interest of fairness and balancing, no matter what you do, how much you customize your player or your ship, you can never become any stronger. Likewise, the guns are all the same except cosmetics. Granted, this grind, even the islands are set and unchanging, can make the grind to achieve Pirate Legend seem a little tedious. What makes Sea of Thieves special truly is the freedom. Will you spend your time hunting smaller vessels to sink and steal from? Will you live your life as a courier delivering the goods? Perhaps you'll go after those ghost ships, or see how tough those living dead captains can really get. Maybe you'll hunt the Megalodon or the Kraken. You are free to choose. There's no wrong way to play Sea of Thieves. You could spend your time hanging out on an island waiting for passers-by with your pet monkey. Even a couple years on past its initial launch, Sea of Thieves comes to you with my highest recommendation.